Whoa, okay. Okay. This is pretty lit. Guys, I might be echoing quite a bit, but that is all right. Let's hear it. Guys, I might be echoing quite a bit, but that is all right. Okay, it's not bad. So we got some things that we can kind of react to a little bit. I haven't streamed in so long, bro. Okay, should we watch Tommy G, R.I.P. Oliver Tree? Got Pitch Black JP booster boxes. Okay. React to some music. Oh, we're watching this, bro.
It's time for your first main event.
Arman Tsarukyan versus Tony Ferguson.
Welcome, Tony
Ferguson bringing that.
I'm gonna turn myself up just a little bit, ever so slightly.
If nothing else, he's confident. He was a lot of fun at the press conference. He's been very loose.
Maybe like 6'7",
and looking forward to this opportunity
6'7".
to get back
Like,
on a wrestling mat.
all right, that's good. That's good. That's good.
He's a very talented guy too. He was a national champion in college.
All right.
And he's got a lot of talent.
Whoa, this is crazy. I have not streamed in so long. I gotta see how this is.
and his opponent, Arman Batman Tsarukyan.
Guys, it's 3 in the morning. I'm tired of shit. But
Basking in the glory
having
of
fun.
Real American freestyle. Really become a fan favorite.
Yes, he has. And you know,
what's it saying? Hold on. Oh, it's lagging? No way it's lagging. All right, it says good, so I mean,
you know what? It's crazy because
Whatever.
Arman wrestled as a kid. He only did it to help his MMA skills. But this kid's like a world-class wrestler. It's incredible how talented he is.
With main event introductions, Mackenzie Mitchell.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for 3 periods in the Real American Freestyle Middleweight Division. Introducing first, wrestling.
Dang, guys, this is kinda sick. I haven't
California, weighing in at
haven't streamed in a long time.
165.6 pounds, the current MFB boxing champion and a former interim UFC lightweight champion, Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And his
What?
opponent, wrestling out of the blue corner, wrestling out of St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 169 pounds, the #1 UFC lightweight
I think
contender.
Arman, or sorry, not Arman. Arman's fresh, bro.
Man,
Arman's fresh, so ain't no way.
This main event
Ain't no way
matchup is
Tony
brought to you
Ferguson
by
beats him,
Bria,
bro.
the official water partner of
To
Real
be
American
honest.
Freestyle. Get clean, refreshing water and ice on demand. Use code RAF20 for 20% off at BriaWater.com. I got a prediction. Arman Tsarukyan at RAF 11 in Milwaukee will be wrestling out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I like what he does there. Wherever he's wrestling, that is where he says he's
You know what,
wrestling out of it. He gets the crowd into it.
Everybody loves him. He could actually be the
Guys,
face
I'm
of
in a new
RAF.
house, so
He's still undefeated. He's very controversial.
Gotta
And he's very
keep
popular.
one ear
The
off
fans absolutely love
so I
him.
can hear what's going
He's
on
got a harder match tonight than many
around me.
people are aware.
I agree. I
Home
agree.
alone, too,
It's,
so
Tony Ferguson is a national champion in college, NCAA champion at 165 pounds.
Ferguson tried to trip. It was defended by Sarukian.
Okay.
Plants him down, and that is going to be big points.
Tony's
for
old, too.
Sarukian.
Well, a very kind of the referee to only call that first one, too. That was feet to back. Now, of course, he put himself there, which makes it a little...
Late in this first period.
Arman. I keep saying Arman. Arman's just freaking dominating right now.
#1 lightweight contender in the UFC. Front headlock here for Arman. Can he score?
Y'all, sorry for the
in final
background
seconds?
too,
Ferguson
bro.
is able to
The
keep
basement
his
is not finished if you
body
couldn't
squared
tell.
up and will remain at 6-0 in the second period.
All right, I'm willing to overlook those first 6 points. All right, we got a couple of those were goofy. The second came from a power bomb. Let's get a restart here with these two.
Ferguson has a USA Wrestling tattoo on his right leg.
Well,
High
he
school
did earn
champion.
that. He was a national champion in college.
2006.
Yep.
Dang, okay.
NCAA at Grand Valley State University.
Tony is nice though.
Sarukian, he's got him in the air. This would end it.
Oh,
It's definitely 4. Oh,
It's
that'll do it.
not as
Technical
devastating, but it's still a
superiority.
4-pointer.
You know what, guys? I think it's only 2.
Wow.
Well, it should be 4.
It should
No
be
way.
back.
It's still 10-0.
It's
over?
It's over, guys.
I'm a little bit confused by the scoring because I saw 2 flash up across the net, but at any rate,
Let's do an interview.
it's
Let's see
10-0.
let's see if Colby Covington gets involved here, gentlemen.
That was kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Arman Sarukian, his 4th technical superiority on the RAF stage as he improves to 6-0.
That was a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Mackenzie
The match
Mitchell.
is over with
I
one.
did not think it was gonna go that fast. Okay, I seen this. Oh wait. Yeah, he threw Uriah Faber off the table. I honestly don't know what to watch next. AC Tech charges $1,700 non-existing problem. What? Scammers. Matan makes Oliver Tree break character and go crazy. I'm not watching a 41-minute video right now. Like I said, this is just a test stream, so... Ooh, let's watch Cooking with Volk. No, let's watch Cooking Philly cheesesteak on the biggest stage. Craziest 24-hour fishing trip you will see. Blood sausage, gross. Hunting deer in Australia to make my own meals. Ooh. That sounds fire. Let's watch it.
I don't think they're far. They were moving, so they might be starting to cut across. They were over there. I think they're more behind here now, so we'll let them go. A little bit ahead, we'll creep behind. Be very quiet. Don't want to ruin it for them.
Red belly black snake. Nice dangerous one.
Fuck that shit. Big ass snake. Guys, I am not a fan of snakes. I'm being completely honest.
Is a velvet.
Very good at it.
See this velvet. What's this type? When the season they're velvety.
So they like it's pretty much as soon as they drop their antlers and they start growing more, it's in velvet,
Okay.
and then it's like they start stripping their velvet out like a month before the rut.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot. So they only have it not velvet for a very short amount of time then. Eh?
Yeah, well, while it's growing, like at first you'll just see these big knobs and they're in velvet, so it's just like a blood sac,
Okay. Yeah.
and then just slowly grows and all that. It's the fastest forming bone.
You should
in
have
the
seen
world.
it at night time. It was just glowing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the antler
yeah.
was just
So-
glowing.
So lots of blood flow through it. So when you're looking at it under
That's
thermal, you can
crazy.
see.
So it was my first deer and my second shot, my second bullet. So the first one was just
Isn't
practice. It
Volkanovski-
wasn't at anything.
I
And
think
then the
he is
second
Australian,
shot, I got
right?
This guy.
So you were practicing and you only had one shot practice.
Only
Yeah.
one shot before I went and tried to. shoot
Okay.
anything.
So like, so your
This
second
is
shot
actually-
ever shooting a rifle was that.
That's my second.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad.
it's not
Taught her
bad.
well.
Yeah, I originally told her.
Pretty
like,
sure he
look,
is
now I'm like, you can't
Australian.
have
Let
it.
me see.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't
Like,
want me to
yeah,
have
like
it.
you got to earn it.
Hopefully we see one like that out there. We'll see how we go. We've been actually planning this for a while. I wanted to take over to my sister
Alexander.
Melissa and Christian, her partner. We've been
Volkanovski.
organising a hunting trip. Like they do. Well, Christian actually does a lot of hunting. They do a lot with the meat. We're going to explain it all. Like,
Autistic,
we'll run
no,
you through the whole
Australian,
thing.
bro.
There's deer meat, all
Yes,
the
he's
different things we do with the
Australian.
meat,
He's actually the
even
first
tallow, we're gonna
Australian-born
do some
fighter to
stuff
win
with
a
the
UFC
wild tallow,
title.
skincare type stuff.
That's
Nothing
sick.
goes waste here on the farm. You guys know that.
did not know
Melissa,
that.
Christian, say hello.
Hi.
We're gonna go get him a deer.
What's the plan? How, is it gonna be hard to find a deer? How's it go around here? Like?
Oh man, you know what it's like over here. They haven't, I haven't taken them out hunting yet, so they don't know sort of what it's like here. But I told them that probably, and I'll be very, very, very surprised if we don't see a deer to shoot. So well, we'll definitely see them. We'll get them a deer, and we'll have something to film for you guys, 100%.
Hold on, guys.
Now, I
My
better not. Hey,
cat
wait,
is scratching the
wait,
damn
oh,
door.
It's gonna bite me in the ass, that one. But that's how confident I am. We're gonna get one. All right. So I don't know. We're still on my driveway. Literally.
Hang on, just
Just walked from there to here, and we already spotted some. I literally didn't see them. Like when I told you, like, I guarantee you'll get some.
Guys, my
I
cat
knew
is
it gets
curious
easy,
right
but,
now.
that was even easier than I
In a new
expected.
place.
There you go.
I tried
find
locking
a
him out
route
of
to
the
get there
basement,
and
but
have a shot.
he started scratching the door, so
Okay, yeah. So what we'll
I had to
do,
let him in.
we'll get pretty close to him. My sister, she's like an animal lover, so we don't want to injure the animal. We want to make sure we get it. We don't like nothing going the waste. I'll explain more of that later. So we'll get nice and close to him. We'll follow this, this gully line, the tree line. We can actually get pretty close. There's the bottom of the hill. You probably won't see him at the bottom of the
come
hill,
here.
so you'll crawl up and then you're actually going to get real close to him. So what we'll do, we'll maybe stay a little bit back. We'll get the GoPro, though they can wear the GoPro, so you just don't miss out on all the fun. And we'll sit back and then we'll film them get up close and take their shot.
Come here.
But let's go see if that's the plan.
Come here.
Let's see if that works.
Monty, come here. Up. Alright. You don't want to come up. You don't want to chill with his old man.
I don't think they're far. They were moving, so they might be starting to cut across. They were over there. I think they're more behind here, so we'll let them go. A little bit ahead. We'll creep behind. Be very quiet. Don't want to ruin it for them. But yeah, they won't be far. We had a couple other little ones took off. I don't think that would have spooked them. So I should be fine. But I wouldn't mind having a little look. So maybe we can. The wind.
Damn, I need locks on these damn wheels, bro.
Over there, because the wind's coming more this way. It's changing. It keeps changing. But the wind's sort of behind us, where they sort of are.
Alright, I don't really want to watch the
They might
hunting
not get
part.
too spooked.
I just want to watch it cooking.
Alright, so we obviously got the deer. We're going to prepare the deer. We went and just picked it up, brung it here, got the fire going. They've got some leftover meat from deers they got last time. Obviously, they're going to show us the tallow, the wild deer tallow. And I guess we'll show you the process of that. We'll chat more about that, but we'll cook up some things. They're going to do a sort of the backstrap. We're gonna cook
tired, bro.
it. They got like their own marinade that they made that they've been doing. So we're gonna give that a crack. And then they've got a heap of like burger mince, right? So it's just gonna be minced with all flavors. A couple of different flavors here. One's jalapeno, both jalapeno. So Melissa's first dish she got with some jalapenos and some flavors. So it's like pretty much the inside of a sausage, right? Minced up.
That's from the skull we showed you earlier.
The skull we showed you earlier with the velvet, that's the deer meat. Obviously, as
and
we
the
was,
backstrap as well, right? And the tenderloin.
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
from.
one of them is.
It's all from.
That's Rusa,
Oh, that's
and
mine
that's
as
Mel's.
well.
Yeah, so Melissa's, that's from Melissa's one. And this is another one from just another Rusa deer. We'll show you what you are allowed to see,
He's about
I
to
guess,
cook some heat.
without getting us in trouble. But
You're
we'll
talking
show
about
you.
the deer you just
The
got.
deer that we just caught. Obviously, you need to be prepared, right? It doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like the meat that you get in the shops. Yeah, it doesn't come like that. Obviously, we need to put it like that. So we might show you a bit of that process.
This is the reality of where meat comes from, right? People
Of
think,
course.
People think you just go to the shop and.
I mean, for you to get any meat, wherever you get it from, it needs to be killed. We'll chat more about it, right? Like
Damn, bro.
well, Melissa, she's an animal.
I wanna
lover.
go hunting,
Always
I'm not
been
gonna
proper,
lie.
loves animals.
Wanna
I'm
try
actually
it one
surprised
day.
she started hunting. So that's something that just shows you. She's like, wait, you know what? I'd rather hunt my own deer, knowing that nothing goes to waste, knowing that they're dying humanely. That's jacking it up. Knowing that we're, you know, doing it humanely, and then nothing goes to waste. And when I say nothing goes to waste, you already know what we do. The guts go in that compost sitting just over there.
It's not the most ethical shot unless you're close range, good rest, and know your gun's reliable.
Obviously, it can get quite chewy. So that's obviously some pretty tough stuff. So you can just slice it up, which is what he wanted to do.
That silver skin can be pretty tough. So just, I mean, you don't need to get rid of all of it, but that main thread, especially down here towards the end where it's thicker. Yeah, so these two bits are the bit of the back strap closest to the neck. It's almost neck meat, but this stuff here, that like renders up nice and tastes bloody good. So I love that part of the back strap, and that one's further down. That's more in the middle. That's your typical piece of back strap.
How big was the back strap?
That shit looks lean.
So back strap would have been about that long. This tucks in behind the shoulder blade. So a lot of people, first thing they do is take the back strap off.
That's lean meat.
And that's usually tucked in underneath the shoulder blade, so you don't get to it. So I take the front shoulders off. Like I take the back leg, one back leg off, same side front shoulder off. Then I can get at that bit of the back strap, which is, you know, almost neck meat, but it's still back strap.
Let's oil that bad boy up.
Oil her up.
The line that...
That'd be shy either.
Damn, that shit looks good.
You're looking for these to be pretty rare, hey?
Yeah, I do. But obviously, again, as I was just saying, I do want to make sure that I want to at least try and get a bit of colour on it too, right?
Yeah, I like the same. I like a chart on the outside and red on the inside.
Venison,
red
how
on the
much
inside.
percent with the...
About sort of 28.
Yeah,
I think if you go down around 25, it's a little dry. If you go over 30, it's just, you don't need it.
So the obviously pork fat to the venison. So he wants about, yeah, he's saying about 30 is too much, you're saying?
30 is too much, 25 is not enough.
Yeah, 25 is not enough.
Yeah, somewhere in between that.
Somewhere in between that, there you go.
And that's how you get these.
That's how you get them. Again, as we know...
That's like what you do with the sausages, right?
Well, yeah, because as we always say, the venison can be quite dry. Chili Willy, on the job. All right, let's go check this venison out. So this is how they like to do it. They like to get the venison, and then they've made their own, what is it? Got a bit of a lime. It's like a citrusy type of...
Yeah, it's like a Thai thing. It's fish sauce, lime, olive oil, honey, fresh mint, lemongrass, a couple seeded chilies, garlic.
Guys,
All right,
I'm
so
so
you know how we like it.
tired.
Let's go have a look at this.
It's
Is it
late.
cooked too much? I think we maybe cooked it too much. You know how we like it.
That shit looks good, bro. What?
Ooh, yeah. Beautiful.
That's cooked?
Now for those, again, I'll cut them right in half for you to have a look. There we go. Alright, now this one's going to be a little bit more. Here. Oh, no, not really. There we go. Oh, do you like it less than that?
I like it maybe a little less than that.
Oh, wow,
no,
okay.
That's pretty
That's
good.
how I'd like it too.
You've got to try and get a minimum amount of grey around there, but when you're cooking over fire, you just can't do that. So, like, that's bloody good. That's really good. That's nice.
Try and stop as much of the grey band you try and like.
Yeah, try and minimise the grey band, but you still want to get the char on the outside. So
Well, that's a hard balance. isn't it?
hard thing with it when you're cooking over a fire.
I'm surprised you like it more rare than that. Because I'm bad. Like, everyone knows how I am. And like, I'm like, yeah, there we go. And he's saying cook too much. So, you know, he doesn't mind the wild flavours. That's good.
So while he's slicing that up,
Yep.
we've talked about a bunch on the channel how nothing goes to waste, right? You got fertilizer back there. Anything that doesn't get cooked goes in there.
Yeah, exactly. So, as we say, you got the back straps. So that's why we're cooking here. You got other parts of the deer that you're going to make the burgers with. The guts. Nothing goes to waste. The guts go in just over there, the compost that you're looking at over there. You name it. You know, it's everything. But not only that, something that Melissa wanted to do there, because did you start doing it with the beard?
Yeah, I just started getting tallow off bone broth, and then I had too much, and my brother sort of put me onto it because he's was using it on his clients. He's a tattooist, and he was getting his.
You telling me about this?
So he was getting his clients to put it on them before they get, like a week before they get tattooed, so their skin's in really good nick because it makes the tattoo hold. Because he does like the traditional Japanese style, so he does big back pieces and stuff, you know. So he wants the skin to be in really good nick. And he told me about it, and I had some left over that I was just using as a cooking oil, and then it turned out really good.
All right, so yeah, that's what he would use it for. Obviously, he wanted the skin for after tattoos or even before? Before, to get the skin ready.
After.
So like that's sort of where he got the idea from. So he started making his own like a sort of skin stuff and for them, and then doing it for his beard. And that's when Melissa, like when she started hearing about it, she was like, oh wow, that's great. Obviously, again, if we're going to get these animals to eat, I don't want nothing to go to waste. And now she's fully invested in this whole, the skincare, we're going to go all out and nothing goes to waste on this deer. So now they're doing skincare, like even for me, I've got my board.
Whoa, beard health bomb,
my it gets pretty dry sometimes. I've got some, what a dry itch one, did you say that one is? Yeah, this one's a beard one. So again, as you can see, this one's for the beard. He needs it for, we need it for our beards. His beard's a bit bigger than mine. But again, the skin, the deer, wild deer tallow goes in and then gets a deer tallow. But not only that, obviously you can't just chuck just tallow straight in your skin. You could, but I mean, are you going to be happy with the smell? I remember you telling me, like, obviously you want fragrances in there. There's going to be a lot of all natural ingredients to really help benefit, obviously, the skin, but not only that, make it a bit easier to put on and whatnot.
Texture-wise is important. Yeah, and the oils that I add to it as well are all very beneficial for beard health and also the skin underneath the beard. So yeah, I just kind of went down a rabbit hole trying to figure out how to get the most therapeutic.
So what parts of the animal actually go into making the product?
So we get the core fat and the suet. We also get some of the back fat as well when we can.
Bone marrow as well? Okay.
Bone marrow. We're getting the bone marrow now. And at first we thought we could only get like half of the leg.
Alright, I'm trying to see what these sliders are looking like.
It's pretty cool. If you're interested, you know what to do.
Ooh, that looks fire, bro. Cooking with Volk.
Beautiful.
Amazing, amazing.
Oh, tender, soft as.
Yeah.
Tender as. So, man, that's a stag. So that was the one that Melissa got. You've seen the antlers on it. It's a proper stag. So people are so worried about gamey flavors, venison being too much. That's from a stag. A pretty big stag where you think would be too gamey. And you would not know that that's got... You wouldn't think that's venison. You'll just think that's like a nice cut of beef with nice marinade on it. You wouldn't know. So if you ever get a chance... Try to get yourself some venison, nice fresh venison, cook it properly, do something like this and get stuck into it. Nothing beats it. And if you can get it yourself, even better. If she told you about aging it and all that, it's just so much better for it. But not only for how good it's going to be, for the meat itself, but even for the flavours and taking the gaminess. The more you age it, the less gamey they reckon them flavours are going to be as well, they're saying. So if you can age it more, and you got a stag, a lot of that flavour, that gamey flavour is going to come out. But here I am coming to claim the barbecue. I've come up, I'm like, yeah, go and eat. He goes, nah, let me at least finish the last one. So when you claiming my hard work, I'll leave it to him. He did a great job with that.
Is this salami that you've made?
Yeah. I've got a salami cabinet, so I can make salami all year round.
You cut that a little bit off?
Yeah, just cut that off.
Some salami. Wild
salami.
Deer. Venison salami. And what's
Okay,
this
bro,
one?
geez, what are you yelling at me for?
That one?
Hot
Okay,
Italian.
now you want to come sit with me? Come here.
Beautiful.
That's what you're supposed to do. So the Italian one, that's just, you look at the recipe, that's not generally done with
Come on.
But I just use a different flavouring, something different.
There you go,
But that's
Monty.
The traditional venison, so it's kind of like
Put your butt down, bro.
and fennel.
Oh,
So many
hit your
cool
butt.
things you can do with it. Salami, obviously your jerky, right? Having it like that, raw, like you know, like a just like a proper barbecue.
He
Nice
finished
and,
exploring, guys.
Rare, bit of flavour on there, or you can have it without any sauces as well. You've seen it, just from just salt and pepper. Beautiful. That's probably my favourite way of doing it. Though. I actually love that. Probably the best. All right, that's us. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Remember, if you are keen on the, you know, like a.
You know, you look at the recipe. That
Is this salami that you...
Wild D, venison salami.
Thought he was gonna make sliders, bro.
that's the hot Italian.
The thumbnail looked like he was gonna make
Hot Italian.
sliders.
Beautiful.
That's what you're supposed to do. So the Italian one, that's just, you know, you look at the recipe. That's not generally done with venison, but I just use it as a different flavouring, you know, because something different. But that's the traditional venison, so it's kind of like black pepper and fennel.
Backstrap venison right here. You know that looks good. Oh yeah. Go in. I just turned a Wild D backstrap venison burger.
A brick? Ain't no way you're using a brick. I mean, I guess if it works, right?
Some of my dad's chili sauce.
No cheese?
Then that boy, he called his daddy, tell him what he did.
We did get some lobsters.
Yeah, they get up to about like 5 kilos. So this is
What
probably about
the
3
hell?
So this is getting up there. They will get a little bit bigger.
We're pretty stoked, pretty lucky to be out here doing this. That is a monster! You know, we're just gonna cook them over the fire.
An Australian lobster? Thing is massive. Oh my gosh. Just threw it straight on that bitch, bro. What?
That's my piece right there. Hell,
Look at that. Wow. All right, let's get it down. Cheers, brother.
Oh, cheers. Well, I missed you.
Oi.
I just turned a Wild. We did get some. We couldn't come to Austin, Texas. And
Man,
help
I
get
did not
ourselves a
choose
barbecue.
that. This is the one I chose.
Like it definitely moved. It didn't. I didn't hear. You just didn't hear it run off.
I didn't hear it run off. So you reckon it's still in the bushes there?
That wouldn't surprise me, man. It seemed like it did definitely move around. You said you seen a bit of it move.
Yeah, at the start when it made that little bit of commotion, and then I
Guys,
didn't hear
my
it
chair
run
keeps floating. To the left. To the right. Your left.
Wild berries. Go along the bush line and all that, but
Yeah.
don't need to be that full on.
Obviously, we've got some decent sized steaks here. So I want to get a sear, but I want to cook it. It's going to need some cooking. So a lot of times I like to do, I make my own little outdoor kitchen oven.
Let's go, let's go.
Outdoor oven. Cooking with Malcolm.
Done.
Ooh, I could go for some jalapeno poppers, dog. To be honest. Alright, let's see.
Today, I saw the guy Carlos Prates. He eat Nutella cake in the lunchtime, you know, in the fight week. It's something I never do, you know.
And I surprised how these guys who smoke all day beat the former champion, you know.
He said, Carlos Prates said that's what Nutella will do for you, the power.
Let's go. Nutella cake, bro. Nutella cake.
Nutella cake, bro.
today
That is
I
pretty
saw-
crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, let's watch
Let's
this.
try that Team Rocket set again.
Should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
It's Destined Rivals, ETB, 9 packs, $85, and the market price has gone down, actually, and it, I think, continues to fall, which is great. And hopefully we'll see this plenty at retail stores in the future so more people could get access to them. And right now we're 2 packs in, 0 hits, but we got a lot more to go, and hopefully we get something great. Okay. This is going to be rough. This is going to be a rough one. And Miss Bosif is not that much better, but at least it's a hit. We're not shut out completely. This is not Burning Shadows, although that is coming in a couple days. And I'm scared. We're opening a new booster box. Hey! Cynthia's
Nice
Garchomp
full
full
art.
art. I'll take it. It's not the SIR, which would have been amazing, but hey. Oh!
Nice Psyduck. That shit's fire.
That helps out a lot. Misty's Psyduck.
What was the price
that is
on
an
that?
awesome
I didn't
pull.
see.
Helps out a lot. Misty. But hey. Oh!
$53 raw.
That helps out a lot. Misty's Psyduck. That is an awesome pull. Let's see if we can get anything else in here.
Oh, Reggie Rock.
Let's try that Team Rocket set again.
That was a good one. That was actually mid. Okay. Armand Sarukian versus Ashton Hall. Damn! Why are they kind of the same size, though? No, yeah, I guess Armand is definitely a little bit lighter, but I mean, like, you look just as dense, bro. Hey, Ashton knows how to scrap. He's a big dude, so. Let's see. If I was Ashton, right? Wrestling Armand. I would not let him get those underhooks, first of all. Second of all, that right arm that's underneath. Here. Because he has his arm over. He's trying to, like, dig into over his shoulder. Watch, I'll show y'all what I mean. Like right here. Right there. See that? He's set up in perfect position to just swipe that arm inwards. You know, I'm tripping, bro. I'm tired as hell. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I would not even be close to beating Armand Sarukian in a wrestling match. But I'll die trying. It's a damn show. Anyways, I am going to bed. So, whoa. I'm going to bed. So, I mean, nobody even really watched this, but anybody that did, I appreciate you. I see you got 4 views. That's awesome. It's like 4 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep. I just wanted to try out the new stream. Well, the new setup. Well, I guess it's the same setup, just new house. I don't even know. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.